Hello and welcome to Committee and Field in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, September 2nd for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2022. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, Holliston hosts the Franklin Panthers in the 13th preseason Joey Larracey Bowl. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, last season Franklin was ranked number 3 in the state. What do you expect to see from Holliston against Franklin tonight?
Well, you said you're right. Franklin is a really good team. They did lose some players off of that team, so hopefully Holliston can play with them a little bit. We did see the Natick scrimmage, and actually I thought they did very well. Holliston did, so they played well against them. And I'll expect here, the coaches will probably play. I'm guessing they'll play most of the kids, maybe 3 quarters or so. And if they do, I expect to see both teams scoring a lot. I think both teams have really strong offenses. They should be able to score a lot. And the Holliston defense looked pretty good. And I know the Panthers, the Franklin team, has a good defense too. So it should be interesting. It should be an interesting game.
Captains are out for the coin toss. Number 3, T.J. Kiley. Number 53, Pierce Alachi. Number 6 is Brady Sweeney. Number 8 is Joey Gentile. Number 50 is Grant Harper. Panthers last season, well, the Holliston Panthers. I'm just going to call the Panthers is Holliston. If I say that all this game, Panthers mean Holliston. Franklin is Franklin.
Okay.
So Panthers were 6-5 last season, averaging 22 points a game. Their head coach is Todd Kiley in his 20th season with the Panthers. His record, 157 wins against 52 losses. Franklin last season was a sterling 10-1, averaging 31 points a game. And their head coach is Ian Bain in his 7th season with Franklin. This is a live scrimmage with everything happening except for the kick games. As soon as a receiver touches the ball, it'll be blown dead. We'll be back after the national anthem in just a moment.
In September 2008, the Holliston football program lost a beloved member of our family, Joe Larracey. Joey epitomized exactly what you look for in a high school athlete. He was a great honor roll student, athlete with unmatched work ethic both on and off the field. One of those kids who always had a smile on his face. Joey never looked for the easy way out. He worked extremely hard to reach his goals of becoming a two-way starter for the Holliston High School football program. Each year, the Holliston Panthers dedicate the opening scrimmage in Joey Larracey's honor, and the game has become known as the Larracey Bowl. In every game that has been played since the loss of Joey, the Panthers line up in the 73-7 formation for the playing of the national anthem. 73 signifies Joey Larracey's jersey number. 7 signifies the number of Timothy O'Connell, who was the honorary captain of the Holliston Panthers in 2007 and 8. Timmy courageously battled acute myeloid cancer, leukemia, and succumbed to the disease at the age of only 10 years old, just 5 days after Joey had passed away. With those thoughts, we ask you to please rise now for the playing of our national anthem as we honor America.
And now HCAT's onboard stats machine, Carlos Canto with Los's pregame lowdown.
Thank you, Tom, and a happy start to football season to you. Last year, these two teams got together in the preseason, and it was a pretty one-sided affair. Franklin came away with the win 44-7 over Holliston. I think a big part of that was the rushing discrepancy. Franklin ran for 138 yards. That was good for 6.0 yards a carry. Holliston, meanwhile, only able to muster up 58 yards of rushing offense. That's only 2.1 yards per carry. So let's, we'll see if that kind of trend is broken tonight as the Panthers, take the field for this season. Definitely carrying, rushing the football and cracking the rock was something they couldn't do last year against Franklin. Let's see if they can do it tonight.
Thank you, Los. Back to receive the kick for Holliston. Number 11, Andrew Dennison, and number 15, Brad Andriola.
Holliston's got a lot of speed this year. The coach, we talked to the coaches yesterday. They're really happy with the work that the boys put in over the summer, and they were saying yesterday this might be like one of the top 5 fastest teams they've ever had.
That's pretty fast.
That's saying something.
The kick from Franklin is away. And Franklin recovers the kick, so they let it stay live.
Well, one of the things that for those, first of all, for everyone who's watching us on YouTube, welcome. We hope to see you this year. If you can't get out here, if you can get out here, you should be out in the ballpark with us. But if you can't, welcome to HCAT. Also on HCAT TV too. One of the things that Coach Kiley has done over all the years is he likes to play up front. He likes to play a very strong schedule to start the season, and he'll do his he'll go after scrimmages. Last week he scrimmaged Natick. This week he's scrimmaging Franklin, who, depending on who you look at it, they're one of the top 3 teams in the state, in the entire state, right? Division I. So
they're gonna let Holliston go here.
Have it. Yeah.
They were supposed to blow a dead to not really have a return.
Right. But Holliston will be playing some, a pretty tough early season schedule before they get into the league. So it's something they've done every year, and he's been very successful doing it.
Number 3, T.J. Kiley at the quarterback spot for Holliston. Devin Harding, number 13, takes the handoff. He's wrapped up around the line of scrimmage.
So this is a big test for Holliston here, and Coach wants to see what his team can do against one of the best teams in the entire state.
Second down and 9 for Holliston. Sweeney and Dennison to the left of the formation. There goes Harding to the right. He's hit right away behind the line of scrimmage by number 46. Not on the schedule, not on the roster. Had to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Holliston.
That was Emmett Lackey, and talking to Jack Harper today, he said that Emmett has been defensive end has been recruited by some D1 team, so he's looking forward to a big year there for Franklin.
Twins to the right for Holliston. Sweeney split out to the left. That's where TJ goes. He's got a one-on-one.
Oh,
and a flag flies, but Sweeney comes down with the ball. A great battle right there.
Well, Brad Sweeney is really a special receiver. You'll see him all through the air. They'll be trying to get the ball to him all they can. You saw him be able to fight. That's one of those things they call 50-50 balls when they're thrown up like that, and both players got a shot at it. But even though he was held up a little bit, he was able to make that play. But we're going to hear a lot about Brady Sweeney this year.
Brady Sweeney with a 26-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Holliston in Franklin territory at their 44. Joey Gentile tight to the right in the slot. Kylie to Harding, and he is wrapped up for a loss.
Loss of about 4.
Second down and 15 for Holliston.
You can see why Franklin is expecting to have such a good season, Tom. They're really, really strong defensively here.
Second and 15.
Look for a pass in this situation.
Dennison and Sweeney to the right. There's the fake. There's the Dennison in the slot.
Andrew Dennison,
He picks up the lost yardage plus a couple.
gain of about 8.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Andrew Dennison, he's one of those guys, we talked about the speed back there. He's one of those guys, if he gets out in the open, he's going to be awfully tough to catch. The other thing is he has some really nice moves, some really quick moves.
So 3rd and 8. Sweeney and Gentile to the left. Owen McCarron and Dennison to the right. Kylie looks left.
Incomplete.
Intended for Gentile. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th and 8.
Again, because this is a scrimmage and it really doesn't count as a game.
Oh, come on.
This might be where they go out and they go on the 4th down here.
Jay, this is Panther
It would have been 4th
101.
down anyway, right?
You're past your own 30-yard line. It's go for it on 4th down. This isn't our first rodeo. Kylie rolls left, looks downfield. Incomplete, intended for Sweeney. And that'll turn the ball over to Franklin on their own 42-yard line.
Bobby Padula had the coverage. Franklin's Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
So Holliston, what did they do defensively last week? One of the things they did, they're pretty fast. They seem pretty strong up in the front 7, and they also go to the ball pretty quickly. So hopefully what we'll see again is a lot of players going after the ball.
Up front from the Panthers, number 40, C.J. Pacheco. Number 59, David Villa. Number 9, Owen Zakshevsky. Number 53, Pierce Alachi. Handoff right away on the right side. Gain of 6 or 7, bringing up 2nd down. Tackled by number 12, Cooper Olson. He was the top tackler for the Panthers last season. Cooper Olson's at middle linebacker with number 4, Nick Larch. Try to get you some of the other defensive numbers. There's a screen pass. Just enough, looks like, for a 1st down for Franklin.
Yeah, they had that read perfectly, Tom. Holliston did. They came up. They sent one of their outside. I don't know if it was the backer. I couldn't see what the number. If it was the backer or the safety, they sent him up there and they had him in perfect position. Just missed the tackle. Clock
First
running.
and 10 for Franklin.
7:43 left to go in the first quarter here. No score.
Handoff up the middle.
C.J. Pacheco in on the stop. Cooper Olsen helping out.
That was number 22 for Franklin.
And Pierce Alonchi also on the stop. Gain of about 3.
Cody Howard. Cody Howard, the running back, with number 10, Jace Lyons, the senior quarterback. Second down and 7. Lyons looks under pressure. Number 9, Zach Shefsky, got a hold of him, brought him down. No gain.
Well, Owen Jaskowski, they're saying they like what they see with him. He's really strong. He's got does a nice job inside on that interior defensive line.
It's like a face mask call.
So penalty on Holliston.
That'll give Franklin a first down at the 26.
This is one of the reasons they play these games like this, is they, get these penalties and get these the turnovers and stuff out of the way tonight.
Lyons back to pass, fires right. Hit right away, but nice catch there by Luke Davis, the senior wide receiver. Looks like a gain of 7. Second and 3 for Franklin. Clock running with 6:09 to go in the first quarter. Lyons back to pass again, goes to the corner of the end zone. Nice battle there by Dennison. Knocked it away.
He did a really nice job there. In fact, did a nice job not getting called for a penalty too, because that could have happened. But Andrew Dennison just fought that off and knocked the ball away, bringing up a third down.
Third and 3 for Franklin.
3rd and 3.
Lyons hands off to Howard. He bashes up the middle. Looks like he's got enough as he just get to the 15-yard line. And that's enough to move the chains.
C.J. Pacheco was in there as well. First and 10 at the 15.
So first and 10 for Franklin at the 15-yard line.
It's good, now the field is a little bit shorter. You don't have to cover as much. Get those safeties up there a little bit and maybe help with the run game.
Lyons hands off to Howard. This time the Panthers got him bottled up.
Maybe a yard.
Zakshevsky with the tackle.
On the stop.
Second and 9 for Franklin.
Yeah, it's spreading it all out now. There's nobody in the backfield.
2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah.
That snap came late, and that's going to be 5 yards against Franklin.
False start on Franklin. We'll set it back 5. It'll be 2nd and about 14.
I was wondering at that point where they were down there. I thought that it might have been a quarterback draw the way they looked like they had it set up. Holliston defense, like I said, obviously with all the speed, they should be able to keep up with these receivers. But you just can't get that quarterback a lot of time.
Lyons fires inside to number 9. who's inside the 5. Nice catch by Josh Ribeiro.
Well, he got out. Josh got out there, and there was no Panthers around there at all.
Well, they ran everybody off,
Yeah.
and then he cut inside.
First and goal from the 1.
Lions with Howard to his right. Tight formation for Franklin. High snap. Lions back. Scrambling. Knocked out of bounds and fumbled it out of bounds.
Loss of about a yard on the high snap.
He saved that play.
That
That looked
was-
like it was going to be disaster for Franklin.
That was a great recovery.
Ball in play.
Great recovery. And Holliston got in there again. They get in there pretty quickly.
Chase Lyons is the senior quarterback.
Second and goal.
Second and goal.
High snap again. This one, Lions isn't going to recover easily.
Lyons gets it. Ball's
And right there was
5.
number 4.
Goal from the 25.
Nick Larch was right there on him. But a big loss for Franklin sends them back.
Yeah,
Back-to-back bad snaps.
Two tough centers there for Franklin, but the good thing for Holliston is they're getting in there. They're getting players inside there so that when the mistake is made, they're not Franklin's not able to recover.
So third and goal from the 25 now. Expect to see Lions pass here. They got 4 receivers out in the pattern. Lions fires, incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So it'll be 4th and goal from about the 25.
See what kind of pressure Holliston puts on now with 4th down coming up. You know, 4th and real long. You know, you need a 4th and goal way out here, and you need to have a touchdown so you can sometimes.
Play.
Defensive coaches will play their defensive backs a little bit deeper just to prevent anything from getting behind them, and sometimes they'll come and put all the pressure on. So let's see how Holliston plays this.
4th and 25. Lions steps up, pushed out of the pocket. He's going to run.
He is stopped.
He's caught from behind.
Ball will turn over on downs.
I think that was number 42, Lucas Bedenkoff.
Andrew Dennison.
Haven't called his name. Nice tackle from behind.
Lucas Badendorf with the stop.
Well, Franklin was able to move the ball until they kind of shot themselves in the foot a couple times there with the high centers, high snaps. But Holliston was able to hold them, and that's all that counts right now.
So with 2:12 to go in the first quarter, no score. Holliston's offense will have a second crack at it.
You know, in the past, you talked about when it's always a Holliston first down at the 30-yard line, whatever. They'll always go on 4th down. One of the things that we've noticed over the years is that sometimes Holliston's first set of downs aren't quite as good as the rest of the game. So we'll see if that kind of plays out here. See if they're coming out of that first set of downs, they can come out and move the ball really well.
Kiley and Harding in the backfield. There's a Harding to the right. He spins, but he's the second level for Franklin. Brings him down after a short gain.
Alvin Urani, number 54 with the stop. Called a gain of 1.
2nd and 9 for Holliston.
Devin's a good running back, had a good year last year too, and I think what they're trying to do now is get him to the outside, let him use that speed outside.
Kiley over the middle, tipped away right at the last minute. Oh, intended for McCarron as he was cutting across the middle.
Owen McCarron, the intended receiver.
Well, McCarron, the tight end, I expect a lot from him this year. I think he can get open. He can be that guy who can get open in the middle for his quarterback and be there so that TJ can rely on him if he gets in trouble.
Third down.
3rd and 9 for Holliston. Kylie goes left, stops, pops. Incomplete, intended for Sweeney.
There is a flag on that hit.
And we'll take a timeout right here as this timeout on the field with 1:51 in the first quarter. The 41-yard line. Fake to Harding. Kylie.
Ball's incomplete.
It looked like it was intended for McCarron. McCarron wasn't sure it was intended for him.
Yeah, I think TJ was expecting McCarron to continue down the field. McCarron kind of broke off, and he thought he could get the pass out in the open space a little bit closer.
So 2nd down and 10 for Holliston.
Except we get another player down. So we'll be back in a moment.
For the Panthers. Minute 6 to go in the first quarter.
Junior linebacker, check it out.
Balls to the 41.
Second and 10.
One of the worst things that can happen to any team at any point in time is to get players hurt, but you really don't want to get them hurt, obviously, in a situation like this early in the season.
Kylie to pass, goes deep. He's got wide open. Dennison's behind the big defensive back. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, I told you, you're not going to catch Dennison. If he gets out in front, you're not going to catch him. That was a beautiful pass by TJ Kylie to Dennison. Dennison beat his man, stretched out his arm, pulled the ball in, and finished it off there. Nicely played by Holliston.
Perfect pass from TJ Kylie to Andrew Dennison. Dennison just seemed to accelerate behind the defensive back.
Yeah, as I said, he gets back there, you're not going to catch him. You just probably not. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to catch him. And the ball was just really thrown very, very well. One thing I saw in the Natick game is TJ was throwing the ball, had a really nice touch on the ball. When he needed to throw darts, he was throwing darts. When he needed to loft it like that, when he lofted it, and gives the receiver a nice ball to catch.
Who's lining up for I can't see the extra point is up and good. Number 20, Jack McElliott is good. So with 55 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Panthers strike first, and they are up 7-0 over Franklin.
And one of the things, that was interesting about that particular play is that Brady, with Brady out, at least for those plays there, and I'm not sure if we'll see him the rest of the game. Maybe he'll be back, whatever. But with him out and still having that great receiver who can beat the defensive backs and get the ball to and score touchdowns, that's a big plus for Holliston to know you can do that.
59 yards on the touchdown play.
That looked like Zach Elkinson's speed out there. The way he would accelerate past defensive backs.
I still say, too, that ball was really, really thrown very, very well. And he also had the protection, the time to do it. That line gave him that protection, gave him the capability to get that ball out that deep.
Zakshevsky with the kick.
Owen Zakshevsky's kick fielded out about the 12, and it'll be played there.
Nice long kick, but
It'll be first down.
Franklin will take over at the 30-yard line.
Don't get the ball at the 30 because of the scrimmage rules.
So I told you, sometimes, quite a few times, you see Holliston when they start out, their first set of downs, they just kind of feeling things out. It's like a boxer going out there, kind of feeling things out a little bit. And then they say, okay, we can kind of see what's going here and there, the weakness, the strength, and play it off that way. And Holliston did a really nice job of getting the ball downfield.
Yeah, well, Holliston showing that big play ability. And I'm sure that's going to loosen things up for the running game a little bit as Franklin's going to have to respect Holliston that way. Lyons rolls out. He's in trouble. Yeah. Joey Gentile was right there to cover him up.
Well, we talked a little bit to the coaches yesterday about this, and I asked Coach Athy, the defensive coordinator, you're gonna still come, right? And he said, yeah, we got the speed, we're gonna come, and then we're gonna send guys. And of course, Joey's one of those athletes. This is his, third or fourth year playing at this level. Seems like he's been there forever, but nice job. And he also was able to finish off the tackle, too. Not just get there, but get there and finish off the tackle. Nice play by Holliston.
Low snaps. Lyons fires complete. Looked like he picked up about 10 yards there. It's a makeable 3rd down and 7.
They are still having a little trouble with that snap, though. And that's why, if just in case they have another trouble with that, you might want to send 1 or 2 guys here.
So 3rd down and 7 for Franklin. 6 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Here's the blitz.
Oh. Nice ball by Lyons. That's enough for a first down. But that'll be the end of the first quarter. Holliston 7, Franklin nothing. Good start for the Panthers as they switch ends right now.
Well, one of the things, Sean, just on that last play for a minute, we'll talk about that. That was, again, he's getting out there and he's all alone. And Hall's got to kind of watch him a little bit. He's a good receiver. He's getting open, and he seems to be able to catch the ball. And he's getting a nice pass from his quarterback, too. So So Holliston's got to watch that a little bit. That's the play that's kind of hurt them a little bit. Is I should have his name here in a minute. Number 9 for Franklin, Josh Ribeiro, and Josh is doing a really nice job of getting open. But overall, Tom, I think good job by the offense, good job by the defense. They took advantage of a couple of the Franklin miscues to keep them out of the end zone, and then they were able to come down, take advantage of the penalty to get a first down, and then just get the ball down the field. Nicely played by Holliston. Good first quarter.
Starting defense again here, number 40, C.J. Pacheco. Number 59, David Villa. Number 9, Owen Zakshevsky. Number 53, Pierce Alachi. Number 8, Joey Gentile. Number 42, Lucas Bedenkoff. Number 12, Cooper Olson. Here's Lyons with the throw.
Nice tackle.
And nice tackle right. Hit right away by Dennison. Not brought down, but immediately impacted.
Guys, just some early stats after the first quarter. Holliston Panthers with 88 yards of total offense. They're getting it done through the air, 92 yards passing.
Well, they'll be happy with that. I think too they want to get the running game going. I think great point by you, Tom, that sometimes you get beat by that pass and everyone plays back an extra step or two, and that opens up a little room for the running game.
Got a new cornerback, number 14, James Givens, number out there.
Franklin, meanwhile, their offense entirely through the air. They have 49 yards of passing offense, -1 rushing.
There's the blitz, and Lyons is hit and chased from the pocket, and they blow the whistle. Great job there by number 4, Nick Larch. Boy, he came zipping in there.
He did, and this is what again, Coach Athey likes doing. He likes being really aggressive, and he gets them in these situations where they have to get the ball downfield, and it's going to take a little time to get the ball downfield, so he's going to send people. And once again, you're seeing the speed on this team. Now we see what these guys, what the coaches yesterday meant when they said this is one of the top 5 speed teams they've had.
So ball's on the 34-yard line, 3rd and 20. Lyons tries a screen to the center. The field, nice tackle from behind by Rob Collier. Brings him up short of a first down.
What a great play call and very well executed screen pass by
Lyons.
By the Franklin team. Because Holliston had just come in and they're feeling good and they were able to get to the quarterback, and now everyone's saying, I can get to the quarterback. And they let him go. They give him a little bump and it opened up that field. That was very well executed by Franklin.
Back to receive the punt is Brad Andriola and Andrew Dennison, number 11.
Whoa, nice punt. Wow. Every year, Tom, you and I know we both like to see who's going to be returning kickoffs and punts, and because every year there's somebody who'll do it, and they'll get maybe 1 or 2 or 3 touchdowns, and boy, Andrew Dennison's eyes must be opening up when he's back there receiving kicks.
Yeah. Well, he had a couple of great kickoff returns. One for a touchdown against Medway.
Yep.
Last year, and I think it was one against Framingham just before the end of the half that got him there. Got him over midfield, and they scored the next play. Panthers will be at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Kyler with a nice fake to Harding. Looks like the catch was by Gentile in the flat. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Holliston's got to get that running game a little bit, get going a little bit, because that run-pass option or the fake isn't going to really work that well if Holliston's not able to get some runs going. So Holliston's got to get that running game going a little bit, and that will open up the passing game. You have to get that balance in there.
Read option with the quarterback.
2nd down and 8. McCarron at the left wing. There's the handoff to Gentile on the end around. But he is tackled for a loss of 2. 3rd down and 10 for Holliston.
Got to keep working it. You got to keep working that run because it's really important to get that going.
Dennison to the right, Sweeney to the left. There's the handoff to Sweeney. And he is hit right at the first down marker, and he looks like he got it. So a 9-yard gain for number 6.
There you go. That opens it up. That'll help a little bit with that. Sweeney in that Debo Samuel type receiver, running back type situation here.
Right.
Number 53, Pearsolowski. Number 50, Grant Harper. Number 53, that's a lot of Malachi.
No.
77 minutes left to go in the
Your starting offensive line. Get that in just a second. Kiley, handoff to Harding, and he is hit right away. Loss of 5 on the play.
Same guy, Emmett Lackey.
That's Lackey again on the tackle for Franklin.
Loss of about 4-5. 2nd and 15.
You know, one of the good news about this is they're going to not face anyone like Lackey again probably for the rest of the year. So.
2nd and 15 for the Panthers. Fake handoff to Dennison. Kiley unloads it just to
save his life.
Right.
They've been okay, you know. He's been when he's gotten the protection, he's been able to throw the ball, and they've connected on some plays.
Well, 3rd and 15, he just came to the sidelines. Lackey. Lackey, is that the last name?
Yes, I believe it is. Yeah, I believe it is.
I don't see him. He's not on my roster.
Right here.
3rd and 15 from the 35.
Kiley, quick drop, lets it go to Sweeney. Just tipped away at the last second.
What a great defensive play because...
nice play by Luke Sidewell.
Sidewell doesn't hit that ball. Brady's got it and he's gone. Very well covered.
4th and 15.
Again, you give TJ the time. He's going to get the ball to his receivers.
5:32 left in the second quarter. Holliston will line up for its first punt of the night. Just a beautiful night here at Committee and Field. Didn't talk about how wonderful the crowd and the weather is. Back to punt, Kevin Sahagan.
Fielded at the 41.
Nice punt.
Derek DeBris.
So Franklin gets a ball for the third time with 5:26 left to go in the half.
Franklin takes over. First and 10 at the 41. 5:26 to go in the half.
They marked the ball at the 41-yard line for Franklin.
You know, to go this deep into the game and Franklin hasn't scored yet is really saying something for the Holliston defense. This is a really high-powered Franklin team.
Here's the handoff to Howard. He's hit.
Driven back.
Nice job there by number 59, David Villa.
David Villa.
Came up big on that play. Howard's been running like a truck, and Villa stopped him in his tracks right there.
Open out.
Well, that's that middle of that defense that has played very, very well. Did a very, very nice job in the Natick scrimmage, too. He's got to watch the outsides now because they might try to test the outside.
Second down and 10 for Franklin. Lions on the bubble screen. Number 14 really turns that into a big gain. Derek Dobrisky.
About 22. Derek DeBris again.
That's all the way into Panther territory. Ball's at the 37. So big gain on a little bubble screen.
37-yard line, first and 10.
42-yard gain. Thank you, Luz. Lions back to pass. Fires deep.
We're out there.
And caught. Helmet lost. But he's down at the 1.
Well,
Mark it down at the 1.
that time they did a good job protecting the quarterback. He was able to get the ball deep downfield.
Had a nice release on that ball.
Luke Davis with the great catch.
I tell you, I like this team. I like this Franklin team. They look good. They have quarterback looks very good. They got the receivers. They got a good running back. The line looks pretty good for them. Be a strong team.
Clock running with 3:40 to go here in the first half. Franklin with first and goal from the 1. Lions hands it off, but he's stopped. David does not get in. Number 25, I believe that was. Number 59, David Villa with the tackle.
On the stop.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second down and 2. Second and goal from the 2, I should say.
Clock running down. There's 3 minutes left to go in the first half here. And again, now you want to watch the outsides here. I'm not sure they're going to test that middle again. They'll probably do something to the outside. So you want to make sure you can contain.
Lions hands it off to David, who scampers around the corner. Good call, Jay.
Yep. Yeah, they're having a tough time inside because Villa and company inside is doing a really nice job on them, but that outside's opening up a little bit. that's something the coaches will see, and they'll clean that up a little bit. And Franklin looking to kick.
Garrett Ortizi will try the extra point. Lions the holder.
Kick is up.
Nice kick.
And good.
We're tied at 7, 2:34 to
So with 2:34 left in the first half, this one's tied at 7.
Well, the bad news is they scored. The good news is they left 2:34 on the clock for Holliston. And normally at the end of the half or the end of the game, if they need something, at 2:34, plenty of time.
Well, that's a great point, Jay. We talked about a lot of the games, especially the last 3 games, where the Panthers were able to score late in that last 2 minutes of the first half.
And it makes a big difference, especially if you they won't be here, but if you're receiving the kickoff in the second half, it makes a big difference.
You can get a score now to get the lead or tie it up or, cut the lead just before going into the locker room. And these Panther teams of the past have been showing a great proclivity.
Yeah. Whoa.
That was a 10-cent word.
That's one of your cornucopia words.
Oh, yes.
Your cornucopia of words. 2:34, of course, they're not going to be able to run this back at all, depending where they get it. But this will open up the offense a little bit, too. So I don't think you'll see, maybe you might see one running play, but other than that, I think you're going to see the offense open up.
And that's where they've been shining so far.
Oh,
nice kick.
Wow.
Drives Dennison back to the goal line.
Dennison fields it, though, Marcus. After 30.
So this also gives Coach Kiley a chance to work his 2-minute drill, which is really nice to be able to get something like that in the game when you have both first teams in here, and see if they can work the clock a little bit, see if they can work the sidelines. You get the kids up to speed with how you're going to play the game with 2 minutes left in the quarter and a half. This one of the good things about this, and I know you've said this a lot in the past when we've played this game, is they do everything in this game except for the kick. They do everything, and not just in the game on the field. They do everything with getting ready for the game, preparing for the game, just like you would prepare for a regular game, so that next week when you get into the real season, you've already done it once.
It's the second game of the season.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Kiley, quick drop. Tried a little screen in there, no good.
That worked. That looked like it might have a shot of working. Just got to get the ball up over that defender's hand. Nice job by the defender. That's one of the things I hop on every year is the fact that when you're a defensive lineman, if you get in there and you're not going to get to the quarterback, get your hands up and take away those passing lanes, I mean.
Both of these teams still looking for something positive in the running game, still looking for that first positive yard.
Second down and 10 for the Panthers. Kiley goes deep. He's got Sweeney. Oh, safety came over from the middle of the field and made the interception. Lions, the quarterback, got that interception. So the 2-minute drill now goes to Franklin.
2:20. Not a lot of time off the clock with those two passes. But that's okay. See, these are the things you want to find out today. What you can and can't do, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what you can change around a little bit. This is why you play these games. This is why you lift all those weights. I loved him. Bill Parcells had to be one of the best coaches of all time.
Franklin with the ball at their own 42.
Franklin starts at the 42, first and 10. 2:20 to go in the half.
Handoff to Howard, and he is tripped up by number 4. That's Nick Larsh.
Nice
Really
tackle.
showing some speed off that edge.
You're right, and not just speed, but be able to get in position and still make the tackle. A lot of times when you're trying to contain that run, that's all the coaches want you to do is turn that run inside. But if you can turn it inside and make the tackle, that's special. Nice job by Nick.
Yeah, he hit him in the thigh there and spun him down. Second down and 10 for Franklin. Handoff again to Howard. And right there was number 44, Rob Collier.
You know, one of the things, talk about the coaches and what they're doing. Coach Bain over there for Franklin has written, I believe, at least one book on quarterbacking and offense and stuff like that. He's developed a few quarterbacks over there in Franklin and done a nice job. And now he's putting the pen to paper and telling everybody how to do it.
Well, he's not writing a book on this 2-minute drill.
No, this looks like Jason Garrett for the Giants.
Lyons is going to pass now.
Ooh.
And he got one, slipped one through.
First down.
And enough for a first down.
Boy,
That'll
oh boy.
stop the clock with 46 seconds to go.
I didn't see who not missed, but who went for that tip. Somebody from Holliston, they just missed it.
Walk running inside 45. Got 12 yards on the complete.
So that they're at the Panther 48.
Yeah, they're setting up a pass. They're setting, look for something deep here, maybe.
Lyons again to throw. Goes to the left sideline. That's number 6, Luke Davis.
Luke Davis with the reception. First down. Nick Larch with the stop.
Clock stops at 20 seconds. Left to go in the half. 7-7 game.
We're now at the 32.
Let's see if he does one more short pass or he's just going to go for it all here pretty quick.
Lyons fakes it to Howard. Over the top, incomplete.
Oh, that was
Nice
nicely
job
defended.
by Andriola.
Nice job by Brad Andriola. Very nicely done.
Andriola had the coverage.
You know, it's tough because, you know, when you're back there one-on-one with a player, you don't want to have any holding or any pass interference calls. It's really tough. And then to just, when the ball gets it, to be able to slap it away. Nicely done. 15 seconds left.
Second down and 10. Lyons, short pass. Wide open, number 14. Fights his way down to the 15-yard line. And Franklin's going to call a timeout with 6 seconds to go.
Looks like we got a Holliston player down here. We'll take a quick break.
Okay, Andrew Dennison is up. Looks like just a cramp, but this is going to be the play of the game, part one. 8 seconds to go. 7-7's your score. Holliston's got to come up big here and stop Franklin.
Well, they have, with 8 seconds down here, they definitely have time for 2 plays. So the question is, does he want to go short? He's had a lot of success with those little flat passes out there that have been wide open. See if he goes there again. Look on the left-hand side.
Lions in trouble. Gentile brings him down, and that's the end of the half. Oh, 3 seconds to go. There's still 3 seconds. Oh, that was the fastest timeout on the planet.
You give your defense a chance to play when you can turn them loose like that, and they're turning this team loose. You're going to see a lot of that. I think you're going to see a lot of that this year from Holliston. We get a timeout, so we'll take a quick break.
Okay, so 2nd and goal from the 25.
Last play now. The big thing here is no penalties.
They're lining up for a field goal.
Oh, they're going to,
Going to try to punch in a 32-yarder.
This is great. I love this. I hope he lets him
Nick
kick, too.
Quintina, senior kicker. Going to try to put Franklin ahead just at the half. High snap, low kick. No good. So the teams go into the locker room. Holliston 7, Franklin 7. What a start to this Larracey Bowl. We'll be back for second half action in just a moment.
Welcome back to halftime here at Comedian Field between the Holliston Panthers and Franklin. Some halftime stats. First downs, total 3 first downs for Holliston, 9 for Franklin. At the beginning of the game, we talked about how important the rushing game was. Really, both teams still struggling to find a groove in the rushing game. -1 total net yards for Holliston, -18 net yards for Franklin. A lot of that does include sack yardage, though. If you look at the running backs, Franklin running backs actually have around 15 yards of rushing offense. Passing offense going to Franklin as well, 166 total yards through the air for Franklin, 94 for Holliston. Holliston did have that long 59-yard touchdown pass from Kylie to Dennison, however, which was the play of the game for the Holliston Panthers in the first half so far. Total average yards per play, 4.7 for the Panthers of Holliston, 4.8 for Franklin. So very, very close in total yards per play between these two teams. So it's as you can tell from the score, it's been a pretty competitive game overall. In terms of turnovers, no fumbles recovered by either team on the play, so no net turnovers there, but there have been interceptions, and that one was from the Holliston Panthers, takeaway for Franklin. That's really the only turnover in the game so far. There were other turnover situations that kind of were just called dead because of the scrimmage rules, but that was really the only official turnover in the game. Individual stats, quarterback T.J. Kiley for Holliston, 4 of 13 for 94 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He did have that 59-yard long touchdown to Dennison, who has 2 catches for 66 yards, including that score. Other highlights for the Panthers of Holliston, Brady Sweeney has 10 yards rushing. Brady Sweeney has 26 yards receiving to go along with that. Joey Gentile with 2 yards and a catch as well. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los. Hard.
Our friends from Holliston Cable Access are back. I know you missed them.
Oh, hard-fought first half, Jay. These two teams really battled it out.
Yeah, I mean, let's be kind of honest. We've seen some mistakes here, and we're going to get these out of the way. Both teams are going to clean these up and get them out of the way. But other than that, it has been a good game. The teams are going at each other. Holliston's speed is really shown today, offensively and defensively. They've really shown. Got to clean up a little bit of the coverage in the flats. Franklin has done a nice job getting guys wide open in the flats, and
nice little inside speed by those receivers once they catch the ball.
They get the ball and they go. So you got to work on that a little bit. But that's why we play this game, is to figure out what it is we have to work on. Other than that, if you're giving TJ the protection, when he gets the protection, he's getting that ball out, and he's got receivers, 2 or 3 of them now, that he can really rely on. And I think the other person who you haven't seen too much tonight, except for one play, I think, is Owen McCarron, who I'm expecting to have a good year coming out of the tight end position. So you have those outside receivers. You get that slot receiver. You get between Joey Gentile and Andrew Dennison and Brady Sweeney, and then you get your tight end, and then they can get their run game going with Devin. Get Devin going a little bit, get him a little blocking. They'll be in good shape.
Okay, Owen Zakshevsky with the second half kickoff. Scoots one that's caught at the 20-yard line. Franklin will start at the 30.
Some of the guys who have done really well, of course, Joey Gentile defensively, and Nick Lodge has really done a nice job. Dennison's made some tackles down there too, and of course those big guys up front, Harding and the boys down there have done a nice job. And that's where the game is won or lost a lot of times, down on that line. That's why this defensive line is playing very, very well. If they can keep that up, it's going to bode well for the rest of the year for Holliston.
I wonder if Coach Athey has just told Larch, if nobody's covering you, just go in that backfield, because he's been in there before the play starts.
He has, and Joey too. Joey Gentile has been in there a couple of days, just blowing through there, almost even unblocked.
Lyons still at the quarterback. He hands off to Howard, bashes his way up the middle for 5 yards.
See, now you get up, and of course you and Jack Hopper announce in the game and everything, and one of the things these coaches like to see is when you guys have to say 3 names on that tackle. That means that these guys are all getting to the ball, and that's what they want to see defensively.
Second and 4 for Franklin. Oh, loose ball picked up by Howard, but he spins around into a heap of trouble as the Panthers cover him.
Well, that's the second time. Oh, there's another cramp, it looks like, for Holliston. Yeah, we'll take a break and come back in a minute. Okay, so Tom, I think you and I are going to start the pickle brine. We're going to have a pickle brine shop out here and have the kids drink that pickle brine before the games and take care of those
leg cramps.
But one thing I was going to say just after that last play is twice now that the ball has been dropped by Franklin and it's bounced right back in their hands.
3rd and 3 for Franklin. Lyons rolls out. Fires. Complete.
I think I saw a flag come. Did I see a flag come out?
There was a flag. There is a flag. Touchdown as it stands now.
I don't know.
Illegal motion.
There you go. That's 2 good things that happened on that play. The penalty, the Holliston gets it, and I actually saw the flag over there. So that bodes well for this year, too, speaking of boding well. 10:34 left to go in the third quarter.
So that'll back Franklin up to the 31, make it 3rd down and 9.
And now you take advantage. You have a chance to send possibly 2 guys if you can. You just got to cover those flats. You got to be very careful. And they're not afraid to throw to the short side of the field over here, too. So you got to kind of make sure to cover both sides. But if you want to send somebody, you can send them now.
We got 5 receivers in the bring the tight end in. Lyons, empty backfield, fires deep.
Oh,
nice catch, a one-hander by number 20.
I think that's that's on the offense, right? Is that an offensive pass interference?
They did.
Yeah, he pushed him away.
Yes, it is offensive interference.
You wonder.
That was a great one-handed catch by
I was just going to
Cole
say, you wonder
Sidwell.
how he's able to push with one hand and catch the ball with the other hand. That's pretty good. That quarterback, Lyons, though, Tom, he throws a really nice ball. He really does.
We've just seen
Puts it right there.
back-to-back offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
In 20 years, I don't know that we've seen offensive pass interference.
And again, that time, Holliston was coming up the middle. That's what you want to do in these quarterbacks. If you can get your pass rush up the middle, that's a plus.
So ball's on the 27-yard line, 21-yard line.
Oh.
And number 42, got to get used to saying his name. Bedenkoff, Luka Bedenkoff. He's really been a shiner today. Number 42. So 4th down and 15. That'll force Franklin to punt. Back goes Dennison and Andriola.
And when you get a situation like this where you've stopped them and they've kind of stopped themselves too, this is a time you really want to score and put the pressure on the defense.
Wow! Oh my goodness! David Villa just powered over the blocker there. Almost pushed him back into the kicker.
David Villa is having a heck of a game, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's a kid that probably has a great chance of having a heck of a season too.
I could tell he was a gamer from when we did some of the freshman games during COVID.
Yep.
He was a gamer, David Villa. Both sides of the ball. Great to see him doing well tonight. Well, the Panther offense back on the field. 8:47 to go in the third quarter. 7-7 is your score.
See if they can get that running game going a little bit here.
Kylie Harding. And he spins away from a tackler, but still going to be a loss of 1 or 2. Both teams getting upfield very quickly defensively.
Holliston's got to get something going there with that running game. And even if you get I understand you want to keep trying the inside, but you're going to have to test the outside, I think, a little bit, and maybe even just swing passes out there.
Dennison in motion. Hands it off to him. He blazes around the left-hand side. Knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 45.
Yeah, see, when the strength of your team is in the middle of the field, what you want to do is work to the outside. Now, if their strength of the field is both in the middle and the outside, you're going to lose a game. But if the strength of the is on the inside, you want to get that guy with the speed to the outside. That's how you get the running game going. And the other thing is, they're attacking. They're going full steam ahead, straight ahead. So if you can make an adjustment, so that you're going side to side instead of right at them, they're going to have to change how they play defense.
3rd and 4 for the Panthers. It's the fake to Harding. Kylie scrambling, and he is dragged down for a big loss. Just couldn't shake the defender, and that was number 5, Emmett Lackey.
Well, I'm going to tell you what he did was, I think that was Lackey who did that. When Lackey came across, TJ went to fake the throw, and Lackey put his hands up like he should and was still able to come down and make the tackle. That is impressive.
Yeah.
So it's 4th and about 20.
So Kevin Sahagan back to punt.
Ooh.
Hits a line drive that bounces at the 40. Takes a Panther roll. Stops at the 32.
That's a nice kick. He's had a couple of nice kicks now, and they don't seem to go too high, but they go long. They go far.
I was just glad he got that one off.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
These defenses are landing haymakers for crying out loud on the offensive.
They're going at each other. I mean, both defensive front sevens are really going at each other.
So Franklin 1st and 10 from their own 32. 6:24 to go in the third quarter. 7-7 your score. Here's Howard.
Ooh.
Picks up a couple of tough yards. Runs into a pile of Panthers. 2nd and 8.
Coach Bain over there in Franklin, he's trying to establish the run, and he kind of keeps at it a little bit, and if he can start getting 4 or 5 yards at a clip, he'll stick with it.
Lions to Howard again.
Oh, nice D, nice D.
Big pile. Another couple of yards. Owen Zakshevsky with the stop. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
And Pierce on the stop.
Here's an interesting play call here. Looking for those little flat passes out there. Trying to draw them off sides a little bit, it looks like.
Lions, short throw, inside, dropped. Incomplete, so that brings up 4th and 5. Decision time for Coach Bain, but it looks like he's sending out his punt team.
That's incomplete, but I will tell you, that is not on the quarterback, that's for sure. That ball was put right where it had to be put.
Well, there was a lot of pressure right there.
Yeah.
I think he T-Rex armed it. Yeah. He short-armed it because he was afraid of the contact he was going to get.
Kind of like when it's your turn to pay the bill. 4:58 left to go. 3rd quarter.
Dennison and Andriola back to receive the kick. High kick. Fair catch called for by Andriola. And they're going to mark it at the 34 of Holliston.
I'll tell you, you look down at those two down there, Dennison and Andriola, and you're just thinking, boy, oh boy, can we just run one of these back?
Next week.
But he gets the ball up high. He does a nice job with that punt, and he certainly doesn't outkick his coverage, but he gets it high enough so his coverage can get down there. That's really important for a punter. .451 left in the 3rd. Holliston comes back out again. The 2nd time in this half. And they go to war.
Nick Larch steps in at quarterback. Pitch to C.J. Pacheco, excuse me. He crosses the 35 to the 36, picks up a couple of yards.
Now, I like this, and I think the offensive line is going to like this a little bit better because instead of the spread, they were able to get down there and do their blocks up close. See if they can make a little bit more yardage here. It's a nice start on the first play.
Pacheco's on the right wing, Harding's on the left wing. Kevin Sahajian is the fullback. Pitches to Harding, and he slides through the middle, across the 44, and that'll be a 1st down for Holliston.
See, what Franklin is doing when they're defending this is they're playing a 7-man line, and they have the two safeties back and the 2 backs back here. But what that does is it takes away your linebackers, right? So you don't have those linebackers. So when you go to block, you only got to worry about blocking the guy in front of you, especially if you're like zone blocking and you're just blocking in your zone. If that's what they're doing, I don't know if they're doing that on man, but it prevents those linebackers. See, you only have those 2 guys back there in the linebacker.
That was the first run where Harding had some room tonight.
Whoa!
Ball's on the ground, and Franklin thinks they've got it. No signal. Yep. And Franklin's got it at the Holliston 47.
And you know, the shame of that is, Tom, they made another 2 or 3 yards on that play, too. So they were starting to make some yardage on these plays. What they did, it looked like they just grabbed the runner's arm and jerked it out from under him and got the ball out of there. But that did show that, that offensive line worked well on the war.
Yeah, no, it was good to change it up.
First and 10 from the 47.
And you wonder now, as we start to get deeper into the game with 3:20 left, how much longer are these coaches going to leave their first teams out there? Are they really going to go for this, or are they going to start sprinkling some of the younger players in?
3:20 to go in the 3rd quarter, 7-7. Franklin, new quarterback. Fires it out to the right flat. Gets away from a couple of Panther tacklers, but still brought down for a short gain. So just as you talked about it, Justin Piacchetto came in as sophomore quarterback, number 12.
I just kind of like to see the D-backs for Holliston. They have so much recovery speed. I'd like to see them play up a little bit closer to the line so that when those quick passes come, they can react to them because they can pick one and take it all the way if they were able to get in front of it.
2nd and 7. Handoff to Howard. He runs lateral. Or number 20. That was Cole Sidwell. He got a lot of lateral yards, but only picked up a couple forward. 3rd down and 6.
They're going in their hurry-up offense now.
3rd and about 5.
Got to come across and put some pressure on that quarterback. See on the far side over there, on the quarterback's right-hand side, there's a big opening.
Handoff to Sidwell. And Sidwell shows a little speed and determination and won't come down, and he's got a 1st down.
See, the short side was over here to the quarterback's left. And Holliston kind of overplayed that short side a little bit, it looked like, when they lined up. And it looked like there was a lot of space over there on the right-hand side. And they read that. And, he could have thrown a pass over there, too, was tight end or something, and made a lot of yardage.
Franklin moves the chains. 1st down at the Panther 36. Bianchetto back to pass. Fires one deep. Overthrown. Good coverage there by Holliston.
Yeah, that was well covered. That was
Dennison out there.
Throws a nice ball. And again, this quarterback throws a nice ball, but he overthrew his receiver.
Second down and 10 for Franklin. Handoff to Sidwell.
Whoa. Yeah,
he's a grinder.
He is a grinder. He keeps going, and that's what you're supposed to do. Keep those legs pumping, and when you go down, go forward.
He was the one that was downfield that was called for the offensive pass interference with the one-handed catch. So he's got the hands to be a wide receiver and now showing the moves to be a running back. Third down and 4. Bianchetto under rush. Drops it off to Sidwell on a screen, but who was in there on it?
Sahajian. That was Kevin Sahajian. And they did a really nice job, again, kind of setting that up. But the problem is, whoever was supposed to chip block Kevin didn't chip block him, I don't think, because Kevin just came in like
house of fire.
Like a house of fire. There was nobody there. It was a Katie by the door. That's the first time we used that tonight.
4th down and 4 for Franklin.
31 seconds left. Let's see if Holliston puts on more pressure.
Bianchetto out in the flat. And another 1st down. Franklin makes it. Clutch play. Stops the clock out of bounds with 22 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
That's that flat pass that's kind of been a little irritating to Holliston defense all night long. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter.
And so that's the end of the 3rd quarter, 7-7. We'll be back with the beginning of the 4th quarter in just a moment. All right.
Start of the fourth.
12 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter starts. Substitutes come flying in for both teams. First down and 10 for Franklin. Bianchetto hands off to Sidwell. He won't take no for an answer. He is still going. He breaks a couple of tackles and then loses 3 yards.
Took a trio of players to bring him down. That was a nice run. Didn't get much, but it was a nice run.
Tackle by Kevin Sahajian.
So let's kind of go back now with the first 3 quarters, because as we start getting other players in here, Tom, and I think as you had said a little earlier, I think the coaching staff of Holliston is going to be pretty happy that play them 7-7.
And you've got your team, first team on film against the first team of a Division
Right.
for one school.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to get a lot of information out of this. Bianchetto
Whoa, that
goes deep. Touchdown!
Oh, pretty pass.
That was a beauty, 24 yards.
Touchdown, Franklin.
So what a way to open the fourth quarter.
They're going to set up to go for 2, it looks like.
Going to work on their 2-point conversion right now. Bianchetto rolls out. Got some room. Dances into the end zone for 2 points.
7 to go in the fourth. 15
So that'll make it Franklin 15, Holliston 7. But I think this has been a very successful night for Holliston Panther football.
Yeah, I think they're going to be really, really happy with what they saw tonight. There are things they got to clean up. They got, probably see a little bit more out of their offensive line, maybe in the run game, especially in the spread. The war, it looked like for a few minutes when they ran it, it looked like it was pretty successful. So I think they'll see that. I think they'll try and clean up a little bit in the passing protection game. I'm sorry, the pass coverage game, especially out in those flats there. They were kind of getting beaten. I think one of the things they might do is start pulling people in, because like I said, they're so fast, they can recover and get back if they get beat. So you might be able to pull those guys in a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what they do. But they, other than that, I think they were pretty happy. They got to get that running game going, and again, that's has to do a lot with the guys up front. But I don't really think that's going to be that big of a deal. We'll see.
Wow, big kick by Franklin, drives Dennison all the way back.
Well, they got the kicking game for Division I, that's for sure. They got the guys with the big foot to get the ball downfield, and they got the punts too. The other thing is with Holliston, you kind of, in a game like this, you take away the special teams, and Holliston has always been a very strong special team. They either score through special teams, or they get some, normally get a lot of good field position through their special teams. And, of course, where they're not able to run back any punts or kickoffs, they haven't been able to do that. So we'll see that next week down in Foxborough.
Next Friday night, 7 o'clock, Jack Martinelli Field in Foxborough against head coach Jack Martinelli.
Well, you got Jack Martinelli down there because he lives over in town here, and Brian Martinelli, who was a star here for several years, and Ed Buckley, who was a head coach here, coaches down there with him.
Yeah, we got an offsides procedure penalty against Holliston. But how many people, head coaches, coach on their field that they're named for? It's
pretty rare.
That's pretty rare.
Pretty rare.
You got to be a legend, and you got to be a long-time coach.
The wicked old, I guess.
Wicked old.
I'm only kidding, Jack. He's a heck of a
He's
guy.
He's young
too.
at heart.
He's a heck of a guy. There's your run. Whoa, first down.
Nice first down run by Devin Harding.
The kids over there love him and really respect him too. He's done a really nice job over there.
Yes. He loves working with. We were talking with the coaches, and they said he's ready to retire, and then he sees a loaded freshman class. He says, "I'll stay around."
No, good guy. And Brian is a heck of a kid. Brian was, friendly with my son Chris, and we spent a lot of time in the different fields growing up.
Pacheco now off the left side. Battles all his way to midfield.
While we got a minute, too, we like to say a big thank you to Lisa Hedrick, who retired. She's not with us. She won't be with us going forward. She's out having fun. And tonight, not just say a big thank you to her, a big happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday,
happy
CB.
Birthday, Lisa. And, we miss you. And, thank you for all you did for us here and getting everything. And I know kind of what you did because I was calling around today trying to get these rosters.
2nd down and 2 for the Panthers.
Fumble.
Oh, we got a fumble recovery. Who is that? Number 62 picked up that fumble.
Hey, you may want to make
Ethan Savage.
Make a mental note of that.
Ethan Savage with a couple of yards and a first down for the Panthers.
We talk about the Matt Mealy Award that we give the running lineman award. Well, in the Natick game, Grant Harper picked up a ball, bounced and picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown for Holliston.
Two early candidates making their case tonight.
Oh, nice cut.
Pacheco gets it down to the 40. He rumbles into Franklin territory.
You can call me CJ.
Clock running, 8:45 left to go in the ball game. This is good too for these kids, playing because there may be times in games when they're going to be needed to come out here and play. And if they can play this well against a team like Franklin, it's good to know.
Pitches to number 22.
Another first down.
Zips forward to the 36. That was Aiden Ibbotson. The next generation of Ibbotson.
Yeah.
Holliston finally finding their groove in the running game. They've got 37 yards, most of that in the second half.
Yeah, when they went to war, Carlos, I think that was a big help for them. Again, the blocking schemes, it's interesting how those blocking schemes change when you're in war. I see what Franklin has done now is they've gone back to their 5-man line against war.
Pacheco hitting the backfield.
Whoa.
Franklin had enough of that. Franklin said, look both ways before you cross the street.
Well, I will tell you what they're doing now is Franklin is reading this, and they're doing a good job reading it. This is the point in time where you can either throw the ball or reverse it, and they could get caught either way looking in the wrong direction. See if Holliston does that here.
2nd and 11. Inside handoff to Ibbotson, and he is off to the races. Aiden Ibbotson, number 22, is inside the 5. And a Panther first down, 1st and goal.
See what they did? Just a little bit of a misdirection there. And they got him outside. He went off tackle, and Aiden did the rest all by himself. That was a nice job. Nice job blocking by that front line for Holliston. Boy, the offensive line makes such a difference. When you can get the offensive line going, the rest of the game just falls into place.
1st and goal from the 4. Larsh pitches it to Pacheco. He fights inside, just going to pick up 2 yards. 2nd and goal from the 2.
This is a nice job. This is a really nice job by this offensive line. And these backs reading these blocks very, very well.
Call it the 2. 2nd and goal from the 2.
Larch pitches it to Ibbotson, and he scores! Touchdown, Panthers! Aiden Ibbotson.
Well, you got to give Ibbotson credit, a lot of credit. You got to give Pacheco credit, and you got to give that offensive line some credit. And it's nice to see that. You know, some of these are younger kids too, and they're getting their first shot tonight. And especially with that line, they did a really, really nice job.
Holliston's going to go from 2. 5:46 to go in the game. Larch takes it forward, just
tied it up.
Wedges in there.
They get in.
I haven't seen this signal. Touchdown! 2-point conversion.
Tie game.
Nick Larch. And so it's 15-15. Well, this game is closer than the score indicates. Who said that?
You.
No, come on. That's classic.
Yogi? It couldn't be
Ted
Yogi.
Baxter.
Oh, Ted Baxter. Mary Tyler Moore reference?
Really?
Boy.
Way back. Ted Baxter said.
You got to save those Mary Tyler Moore references for when we have a game that's a blowout, so you don't do them in 15-15 games. Nice job, though, again, by the offense there. Talk a little bit for those watching us who aren't here.
YouTube Live.
YouTube Live. But we're going to be down at Foxborough next week. It's not at the high school. It's at the Ahern School. So if you're going down there, make sure that you take a look and make sure you get all the right directions.
I hear a call up for Ozzy. Must be Owen Zakshevsky.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it's really nice. You know, the kids have been in school for 3 or 4 days here, and this place is absolutely mobbed. I mean, if you look down in the corner, you see a lot of little kids, and you get down here, you get the Red Sea, and I guess they're giving away Red Sea shirts, and you get this guy over here and that guy over there, and all these people. We brought in the officiating crew with the best timekeeper in Massachusetts, voted 2 years running. We've got the whole thing. We've got the melodic tone of the lovely Jack
Harper. Glad he's back this season.
Yeah. So Holliston takes the field on defense.
Got some room. Running hard.
Almost out to another Franklin first down.
Now you want to see here what they're looking for. The coaches are looking for guys. Okay, this is your chance. You know, you got a chance to make some plays here. You got a chance to maybe move up a little bit in the roster rankings or whatever on the depth chart.
Mm-hmm. 2nd down and 1 for Franklin. Number 28 is off to the races, inside the 20, still going. close to the 15-yard line. That was number 28, Liam Hager.
One of the things I saw in Natick that we talked to coaches about that I really liked was there weren't a lot of missed tackles on that particular play. The running back just kept going and going. Holliston,
he was churning.
Holliston missed a few of those tackles. Now, they don't, with the new rules and stuff, you don't have a lot of capability to do a lot of tackling in practice. So this is where you're going to get your tackling for some of these guys who are on the second team.
Bianchetto made the touchdown pass from this area. It looked easy. There he throws an easy one.
Out of bounds.
Almost a chance on that, knocked away.
One of the things I like to see, what Coach Athley has done now is he's pulled, you can watch him, he's talking to these defensive backs, and he's pulling them in closer because he knows that they can recover fast enough to get back with these backs. He doesn't want to get burnt by any more short passes. See how they're coming up now a little bit? Nicely done by Coach Athley there.
2nd and 10 from the 18. 15-15 is your score. Handoff to number 28.
Great tackle.
Nice
stop
Everton? There.
Oh, 25.
Number 25, Joseph Tomaselli.
Nice job by Tomaselli. And again, I talked about that earlier in the game. Your job is to contain, and your job is to turn that player in. If you can turn that player in and make the tackle, that's a big plus for the defense.
3rd and 8.
Holliston has held Franklin to 4 of 9 on 3rd down tonight, guys.
Wow. Another big 3rd down here with 4 minutes left to go in the game. If they hold them here, I wonder if they'll try a field goal.
Inside 4 minutes to go.
Clock keeps running.
See, they're bringing the backs up. Nice job. Get those backs up nice and close.
Bianchetto loops it to the corner of the end zone. Knocked away. Number 30, Rex Philamy on the coverage.
And that's what they can do, and that's what I'm saying, Tom. They're not getting beat. Now, first of all, the field is short anyway, right? You're in the short side of the field. I mean, there's not a lot of distance between that they have to cover behind them. They're going to go for it here.
Franklin is 1 of 2 on 4th down tonight.
I think of sending
8.
somebody here. Might want to send somebody.
Bianchetto's got time, looks right, lets it go, incomplete.
Great job. Great job by that young defense. That was a great job of coaching, and that was a great job by that young defense out there, Tom. They really played that well. 3:31, and now we had talked about this earlier in the beginning of the end of the first half. Same thing here, 3:31. You get the ball at, where's the ball going to be? They're going to 16. So they get the ball at the 16, and you get 84 yards to go, 3:31 to do it. And now you can, you do your, kind of like your 2-minute drill you might want to do here anyway. This is...
Well, the playbook's open right now.
And the thing
it was working. So many plays out of war were working.
Yeah. The thing is, too, is that it's not only been a great game as far as, the playing, but it's given both teams a lot of different opportunities that you really like to get at the beginning of the season. Little mix-up back there.
Nick Larch still in at quarterback for the
Nick,
War offense.
Nick took control of the situation.
I think that was Ibbotson. The ball taken away by Franklin.
Ball was stripped.
I don't see any. Was he brought? I guess he was brought down at the 1.
Right. So Franklin, what a turnaround for Franklin.
Yep.
Sudden change right there.
Well, now they're gonna test this young defense. And your whole playbook is there where he is down there. You can test the middle of the defense. You can go to the outside and test the outside of the defense.
Well, Hager was running well for him. Just stopped one time.
Yeah, they can't advance it. They didn't score. They stopped it. Nope. Yeah, they stopped it.
First and goal from the 1 yard line for Franklin.
First and goal for Franklin.
Well, I'm pretty sure who's going to get the ball here.
Bianchetto with Hager to his right, number 28.
That's who's going to get the ball. More than likely.
Bianchetto to Hager.
Wow.
Touchdown, Franklin. With 3:14 to go in the ball game, they take the lead.
That was a nice job by the Franklin offensive line. They were able to open up a really big hole. Let's see, are they going to go for two again?
They're lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Franklin will go for 2.
3 receivers to Bianchetto's left. He looks left, fires. Incomplete.
Oh, so they left the door ajar.
Leave the door open. Well, ajar. Good comment.
Wins a door, not a door when it's ajar. 21-15, 3. And this is interesting. I wonder if Coach Kiley's going to stick with the with War, if he's going to spread, open it up a little bit.
Going to War.
Yeah, Nick Lodge goes back in.
Oh, this is the kickoff first.
Yeah. So they get the ball at the 30, unless it's not kicked that far. But the way he's been kicking tonight, I'd be surprised if it's not kicked that far.
Holliston picked up the ball at 30. That's their simple issue.
Poor Tessie lets it fly.
Whoa.
And it comes down around the goal line.
Right at the goal line.
He's got a nice leg.
He really does.
But you'd never note it from the field goal attempts.
Well,
and even the extra point attempts.
And it's funny, you know, I don't, of course, from here you really can't tell, but it looks like his legs are really thin too. It looks, you know, sometimes with those kickers you see the bigger calves, you know, but he may just look that way from here. He may be may not be that small.
But usually when you see guys that are kicking the extra point, it's like that would have been good from 30 or 40.
Well, what happens is when you get further out, you overcompensate when you really don't have to. You know, how many times we talk about this in these games, and these guys are going to try a field goal. I said, they try to do is kick like you kick an extra point, nice and easy. Also goes spread.
Landon Beecher, number 24, and at quarterback, the junior signal caller.
He's got an arm. He can put the ball downfield.
He's got 5 receivers in the formation. Hands it off.
Didn't quite get out of bounds. Clock keeps running. 3 minutes left to go.
Ball carrier. No gain. Call it 2nd and 10.
Liam Brannigan, freshman.
You know, if he can get the ball downfield a little bit and get him in, get in a position where they can win this game, that would really be something special for the Holliston football team.
Some penalty against Holliston.
Back to first
First
down.
down and 20.
17.
Landon under pressure, jumps it off. Little screen pass to Ibbotson. Slips a couple of Franklin players, but then comes down.
On the screen passes, and of course this is the younger offensive line. They'll learn this a little bit. You know, we talked about chipping, and you know, but you got to chip. You can't just let them blow through there because you're not giving your quarterback any time or your receiver time to get out there. So you got to chip them a little bit and make it look like you're trying to block. And at that time, Landon didn't have a shot because they were coming in so quickly.
Second down and 16, incomplete. 15. Bring up third down and 15.
Third and 15.
So you got to get the ball downfield here. No, yeah.
Movement against the Panthers.
False start.
No, I think that's against Franklin, isn't it?
Can't be motion against Franklin.
No, it's not. It's not motion.
Oh,
It's offsides. Yeah, I thought I saw the on the far side, the tackle over on the far side. His leg kind of came out and he got unbalanced and he went down.
good observation. So third down and 10.
That's a big plus.
Beecher under pressure, drops it off. Number 36 or 22. That was Ibbotson. He's across half midfield. 26. That was Pierce Duncan, number 26. Cross midfield and a Panther first down with 1:44 to go.
That was a nice job. Nicely thrown pass. Clock is running now. 1:30 left to go. Get down here a little bit further and you'll be able to call a timeout.
Beecher hands it off to number 36.
Oh! One player away from breaking that for maybe another
Liam
6 or 7
Brannigan.
yards.
Or is that 38? 36 or 38? That was Rex
Clock running, 58, 57.
Rex Philamy. Beecher back to throw, lets it go deep to the end zone, wide open. Ooh, number 88 was there. Blake Harper reached up for it, just out of his reach.
Blake Harper on this side. Incomplete.
He had gotten a little separation down there.
He did. There was a little opening. It's just a little bit too high.
Third down and 2 for Holliston.
Okay, now, so what you want to do here,
43 seconds to go.
you got 2 shots. You want to get that first down. You want to get that first down and then call a timeout. And that'll give you more shots into the end zone.
Third and 2.
Beecher,
There you go.
inside throw.
Very well. Good job. Now call
Got the
timeout.
first down.
Call a timeout. Good job. Nice clock management right there. 37 seconds left.
Good toss to number 20,
Ibbotson gets the first down.
Jack McElliott.
See, it cost you 5 seconds, but you're able to pick up 4 more plays because of it. And now you have enough time to get the ball down the field a little bit. This is a nice job here by Holliston. And these are kids who haven't played.
Right.
You know, but you know, when you're playing against that first string varsity a lot, you know, if you're running your scout team against their defense or their scout team defense against their first team offense, you pick up a lot, and you're playing against a good first team, so you get a lot of experience doing that. Holliston, I don't know, I think Blake Harper that time I think he was playing the tight end. I really love going to the tight ends in this situation because everybody spreads out that field, and that tight end can always just, come right across the middle and make some plays.
Here we go.
They got him.
37 seconds left. Franklin 21, Holliston 15. First and 10. Ball's at the Franklin 33. Beecher. Knocked down. Screen pass intended for one of the running backs.
Now, you see the thing, that was a good defensive play, by the way, because he got his hands up. Beecher, right-handed passer, right? And that whole right side of the field is open. You got to get him outside there. You got to roll him outside, and that's going to give him an opportunity to pass the ball downfield and get it to somebody who can get out of bounds. Because they're coming through pretty quickly, so you got to get out there fast if you're going to roll out. But if you roll out, I think he's going to have a little bit more of an opportunity.
Coach Kiley signaling in the play. Beecher, drop, shuffles, throws to the end zone. He's got a step. Oh, right there.
Wow.
Almost connected.
Wow. It's a game
He
of
picked
inches,
out
huh?
the right guy there.
He did. 26 seconds left. Third down. Again, now, if you want to do something quick and get him out of bounds so you can get a first down and get 4 more shots to the end zone.
3rd and 10. 26 seconds on the clock.
Well, this is a great finish to this ball game tonight. 26 seconds, 3rd and 10.
Blitz.
Beecher back to pass, under pressure. Lets it go, complete.
Almost a first down, but not quite, but enough to call a timeout and get a first down here on 4th down.
16 seconds remaining.
You don't have to go to the end zone here. You can try and get that first down and give yourself an opportunity for 2 more passes.
4th and 2.
So Holliston has worked a 4th and 2 situation with 16 ticks left on the clock.
That was a nice play by Beecher to come out and keep his feet and be able to get that ball off. He's got a nice arm. We knew that all along. He's a very strong arm. But to hit his receiver and have his receiver get out like that and get almost a first down is really a big play.
To evade that pressure, Franklin was sending everybody.
Yeah.
Showed good pocket presence.
If you have a bubble screen or something like that, Tom, to get the guy out there in the flat, because they're all coming. You're right. They're sending people. And just somebody to get with a couple blockers out in front of him, he can make that yardage and at least get that first down. What a great game. I love football. 16 seconds left to go.
All right.
He only waited 9 months to get back up here.
Yeah, and it was worth every minute of it to see a game like this.
Yeah. Ball's on the 25-yard line. 4th and 2.
They're going man so they can blitz. There's the blitz right there.
Here they come. Little pass dumped off. It's complete. First down. Timeout. 9 seconds to go.
Clock stops with 9 seconds.
Holliston with a clutch play. Beecher. Who caught that ball, Carlos? Did you see?
Was that Ibbotson?
Ibbotson, 22.
All right,
Aiden Ibbotson.
Now you got 9 seconds. You got enough time to get at least 2, maybe 3 shots into the end zone, but at least 2. Boy, what a great game.
Coach Perry and Coach Kiley out there talking up their second teamers.
You know, when people say, well, it's a scrimmage, what does it mean? It means a lot if they can say, if they point to that scoreboard and say, first of all, it means a lot that it's only 21-15. But it'll mean a lot if they can come in here and say that they beat this ball club.
Right. Well, this Panther crowd wants to see a touchdown.
This place is loaded, by the way. Absolutely loaded with people. I love this.
1st and 10, ball at the 14. Beecher takes the snap, shuffles, got him right across the middle. Touchdown, Panthers! Number 20, Jack McElliott with the catch and score.
Look,
this crowd is going wild.
What they did, Tom, is that they come in and they score, right, and everything. But they took the time. They were patient. They weren't rushing anything. They took what was given them. They did everything just right here. You get your tie game here. This extra point.
McElliott lines up for the extra point.
He got it right there.
Up. It's good.
What?
Holliston 22, Franklin 21. With just 5 seconds left on the clock, this crowd goes wild. The Panthers are saying, "Bring it on." They have rocked the football world against Franklin tonight.
And what you've seen is you've seen good, solid play coming down with all that time. They're going to call
that's the ball game.
That's it.
What a finish. Jack McElliott with the touchdown catch and the extra point to win it. Well, a thrilling start here to the Panther football season.
Well, they love it here. I mean, this is Division I Franklin, you know?
Yes.
Look it up. If you don't believe me, go look it up on yourself.
Last year they were number 3 in the state. They lost to the winner, Springfield Central, 60-49. They took them in the semis almost.
Yep.
That was a heck of a game. Now they graduated a lot, but again, this is a winning Franklin program.
It's a big town, big numbers in the program, really good coach, well-coached team. This is what you're going to get. You know, this might be the strongest team you see all year. You don't know, maybe not. But I'll tell you, you're not going to see many more this strong, that's for sure, if any at all.
How you doing, Los? And now, Los with the final lowdown.
Wow, so the 2022 installment of the Joey Larracey Bowl ends in dramatic fashion as the Holliston Panthers defeat the Franklin Panthers by a score of 22-21. Really a story of the second half. All these stats that I'm about to read off pretty much all happened in the second half. Both of these teams really struggling offensively in the first half. So, you know, probably a credit to both defenses. But final stats, here they are. 237 yards of total offense for Holliston, 265 for Franklin. So you can tell right there, you know, very even in terms of total offensive yardage. 151 passing yards for the Holliston Panthers, 205 passing yards for Franklin. We talked about Holliston wanting to get it done in the running game this time. They certainly did that. 86 yards of total offense when everything is said and done. They actually outgained Franklin by 26 yards. They only had 60 yards of total rushing offense. 3 sacks for Holliston, 1 for Franklin. 5 additional tackles for loss for Holliston, 7 tackles for loss for Franklin. On third downs, Holliston was slightly better, 4 of 9, while Franklin was 4 of 10. And then individual stats for Holliston, quarterback T.J. Kiley was 4 of 13 for 94 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We obviously had the touchdown for Landon Beecher right there at the end of the game. Had an excellent second half to this game as well. Running back Devin Harding had 8 carries for 14 yards. Looking up roster here, C.J. Pacheco checked in with 14 yards as well. Breakout performance from Aiden Ibbotson. He had 45 rushing yards on only 3 carries. That's good for 15 yards per carry, including that a really big touchdown at the end of the game there. And then number 6, Brady Sweeney checking in with 10 yards rushing as well. And then through the air, Brady Sweeney also had 26 yards receiving on 1 catch. And Andrew Dennison, probably the play of the first half. He had that long 59-yard touchdown reception. He ended up with 66 total yards on the night. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los. We also want to thank tonight Bruce Guilfoy on the camera, Christian Boudet on his computer down there, and our new addition, Tom Harmon, not that Tom Harmon, but our Tom Harmon, down on the field with the camera. Final score, Holliston 21, Holliston 22, Franklin 21. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.